Hi there, I'm Kevin. Welcome to another episode of Passport to Possibility. I'm joined again with Jennifer, founder of Jh Marlin Attorneys at Law. And in today's video, we will be discussing some of the most common mistakes made with citizenship applications and how best to avoid those mistakes. Jennifer, it's fair to say you've handled hundreds of thousands of applications over the years. And you've told me that often you have people come to you after trying to muddle their way through it themselves, or they've used a different advisor who didn't maybe do that good of a job. What kind of mistakes do you see the most prevalent or most common mistakes that people make?
Yeah, so one of the most predominant mistakes that we see people make is they hire someone that's not qualified to give citizenship services. And unfortunately, there's a lot of YouTubers and social media and people advertising citizenship by investment, but they're not legally qualified. So that's one common mistake. Another common mistake is that we see a lot of people try to do documents or do the process on their own, and it's not a process that you can do on your own, and each document needs to be prepared in a specific way. So a lot of people waste time and money trying to follow information online that's not accurate and up to date.
It might be considered ironic and almost hypocritical for those who don't know you. I know you have over 300 videos on YouTube now, but what makes you different to those unqualified people on YouTube?
That I'm qualified. I'm an attorney and a local authorization for citizenship, and we're qualified in multiple different countries, and we're adding more countries that we're qualified in as well. And what makes us unique is that we're locally based on the ground, that we are qualified, and we have direct contact with the governments and with the citizenship by investment units. And so therefore we are qualified and can act and represent you to the citizenship by investment
So
unit.
in short, you are a qualified attorney?
Yes.
Right, okay.
That was a long way to put it, but I feel like I need to emphasize that point.
Got there in the end, all right. Let's take the documentation point of view. So what do you mean by incomplete or inconsistent documentation?
Yeah, so sometimes people have various names depending on the country of origin, and so sometimes this can be an issue or there can be name complications. So we can help sort that out and figure out the best pathway forward to submit the application. And then sometimes people may have difficulty obtaining a certain document, so we can either do an affidavit or try to find a workaround or try to find a program, provided you're lacking specific documentation, that you can do.
Mm-hmm. Now, due diligence is another big complication. How do people underestimate that aspect of the citizenship application?
Yeah, some people think that due diligence can be done in a day or within a week, and it's really a in-depth process. So they're going to look at your background, your finances, your source of funds, potentially people that you do business with, whether or not you're on a sanction list, whether or not you have a criminal record. So it is an extensive background check.
That sounds overwhelming, but am I correct in thinking that it isn't on the responsibility of the applicant to go through and do all that due diligence process, correct? It's agencies that are hired individually to go into depth in each individual case. Is that correct?
Yeah, so we always do due diligence on our clients before we onboard them. We don't want to waste your time, and we don't want to damage the reputation of our firm or that of the citizenship unit. And as well, the citizenship unit is going to take time and do proper due diligence in order to try to ensure that no bad actors get citizenship and would cause disrepute to the reputation of the program.
Yeah, excellent. So timelines can also be misunderstood.
Yeah.
What expectations should people have when going through the citizenship application process?
Yeah, so timelines, they vary from program to program and case by case, and as well at times when it's really busy and there's a high influx of files at the citizenship unit, the timeline is extended and can be a lot longer than what's advertised online. Fortunately, there are some programs that are really quick processing, and there's some other programs that, due to high volume of applicants, is taking a lot longer than anticipated. So really having accurate, up-to-date information is important as opposed to relying on information online. Like if it's advertising 1 to 2 months for St. Lucia citizenship, that's not true.
Right. Now, you've also spoken about people relying upon outdated information. You just mentioned with the plethora of information across a range of different platforms, be it blogs, social posts, videos, forums, how can someone know what is in fact accurate?
I think the best way is to reach out to us, and we'll provide the most up-to-date information at the time that you contact us, and then we try to keep our clients updated and abreast of any new changes or potential changes that will happen in the future.
Because changes they are quite frequent in the citizenship or investment space. Is that the case?
Yeah, so there are changes in citizenship and residency programs all around the world, and we're seeing the trend of increasing prices and longer timelines for programs. And we anticipate most likely there'll be changes at the beginning of every new year. There'll be new changes. So right now we're helping people rush to submit applications before the end of the year.
As we film this at the end of November 2025.
Yeah.
Cool. Now, if anyone is watching and wants to avoid these mistakes from the very beginning, what's the best way to start?
Yeah, so the best way to start can be to get in contact with us early on in the process, before you even think you want to necessarily initiate the process. We can start the process with you because it does take time to get documents, and we have increased staff to be able to help people, and I myself I'm more in depth in helping people with the document preparation and gathering stage. And so really ensuring that all the documents are done properly from the start can make it really much more smooth and efficient processing.
It helps being a qualified attorney.
Yeah, for sure.
Absolutely.
No, we get contacted by people, unfortunately, all the time that have a problem of some sort. So we're trying to do a little bit more social media engagement, so that hopefully people will hire ourselves that are qualified to do the job, and we'll do it good.
Do it properly, right?
Yeah.
As always, thanks for watching. And if you would like accurate professional guidance for your own citizenship application and your journey to a passport to possibility, please reach out to Jennifer, Jh Marlin, Attorneys at Law today. Thank you, Jennifer.
Thank you, Kevin.